Today I'm going to talk about what does the word illustrator mean. Illustrator means a person that makes pictures to match a story that has already been written. Sign for the word illustrator is illustrator, means person that makes pictures, draws pictures for a story. You can look at the illustrator's name on the front page of the book, and I'm going to show you some examples. Okay? The name of the illustrator tends to be on the front page of the book. How do you identify the name of the illustrator? You will see words like illustrated by, and then name of the illustrator is at the bottom of the words illustrated by, or sometimes it's written next to it. Sometimes they decide to use different words. So it might say pictures by. That means who drew the pictures for the book. And you will see words, pictures by, name of the illustrator, or name of the illustrator. Sometimes the author and the illustrator tend to be the same person, and the book might have words that look like written and illustrated by, and then the name of the person either here or here. So now we're going to look at some examples to see on books how these words appear. The first book I'm going to show you is called Fancy Nancy and the Posh Puppy. How is the name of the illustrator written? Look at it. It says illustrated by, and the name of the illustrator, right? The next book I'm going to show you is called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. The illustrator's name, how is that written? Let's look at it. Is it the same or is it different? So let's look at it. Sometimes it doesn't say illustrated by. There is no pictures by or illustrated by, only has the name. And I'm going to show you an example of that. Peter H. Reynolds. That's the author and the illustrator of this book, Ish. Can you be an illustrator? Yes, you can be an illustrator, and I'm going to show you how. I had a 4-year-old student, and she wrote her story and she illustrated for her story. And I'm going to show you an example of that. So here's the story she wrote about a princess, and this is her princess that she drew that matches her story. And she did that for all of her story. Okay, so you get the idea. So next time you write a story, think about adding, also becoming an illustrator for your story. If you feel you are not a good illustrator or an artist, visualize what kind of pictures you might want for your story.